responsibility with the people. And so he took matters into his own hands because he was led by the spirit of fear. God, help me say this real good. And when you're led by the spirit of fear, you make decisions that protect what God has already covered. Help me to say it real good. When you are led by the spirit of fear, fear becomes your God. And it happens so subtly because you think you're keeping yourself safe and protecting yourself. But what you're really doing is keeping yourself from walking in the full authority of who God has called you to be. When fear becomes your master, it tells you things like you need to protect your pride, protect your reputation, protect who other people think you are. And so fear whispers in your ear, and it's so subtle that we start to believe it because it sounds like safety. But it's not really safety, it's control. And it's trying to convince you to cover what God said he would already take care of. God says, I'll curse those who curse you. I'll bless those who bless you. You don't have to allow fear to tell you how to take care of you. If you take care of what I told you to do, I'll take care of you. If you don't believe me, I dare you to study Jesus. They talked about him. They didn't understand him. They spread rumors about him. But when it was all said and done, God got the glory out of who he was. God took care of him. And all Jesus did was stay focused on his mission because Jesus had a fear of not being in the will of God. I got a fear that's greater than the fear of man. I got a fear of not doing what God has called me to do. I got a fear of not being who God has called me to be. Your life will not radically change until you get afraid of not being in the will of God. As long as you are afraid of people, you might as well go to the people's church and worship what the people say and turn on songs about worshiping people. But when you really get in relationship with God, you start being afraid that I may think something or say something that doesn't bring glory to your name. When you really get afraid of God, you start saying, God, I don't want the relationship if you're not in it. I don't want the job if you don't have it on me. God, I'm uncomfortable, but I'm so committed to being in your will that my comfort doesn't matter anymore. God, I'm afraid of what they'll say about me, but I'm more afraid that you won't know my name when I get to heaven. So I'm going to do what you called me to do, and it hurts sometimes, and it gets ugly sometimes, and I got to become someone I don't want to be, but I'm afraid of doing this without you, of choosing them over you.
Yeah.
So I can't be controlled by fear. And in order for you to break covenant with being controlled by fear, you have to be willing to do the opposite of what fear tells you. Oh, okay, so for those of you who are taking notes, and you can be honest enough with yourself and with the Lord to say, to be honest, low-key fear is the boss of me. Come to church, I worship, I trust God, but low-key, high-key, fear is the boss of me.